Good afternoon, student. Today we're going to continue with the same chapter of the last Friday, that is manufacturing industry, chapter 6 of geography. In the previous class, we have read about what is manufacturing, what are the importance of manufacturing, and the contribution of industry to national economy in the manufacturing sectors. That we have read. Now today we're going to read about the factors that is affecting the location of industry. We know that industrial location is very complex in nature. It depends on certain factors such as raw materials, the number one factor, the labor availability, second factor, third factor is the capital investment, fourth is the power supply for the industry, and the fifth is the market availability. So it is rarely possible to find all these factors available in one particular place. So consequently, manufacturing activity tends to locate at the most appropriate place where all the factors of industrial locations are either available or can be arranged at a lower cost. So that means the industries have to be set up with the least cost advantage so that the industries can maximize profit. So after an industrial activity, we generally see that urbanization will follow side by side. So sometimes industries are located in or near the cities. Thus, industrialization and urbanization go hand in hand. Because in the cities, the people settle down. From rural areas also, the people are coming for employment which has been provided by the industry. They are settling down and the urbanization is growing gradually. So cities provide markets and also provide services. What are the services the cities provide? The banking services, the insurance services, transportation services, labor, consultants and financial advisors, etc. to the industry. So what happened? Many industries tend to come together to make use of the advantages offered by the urban centers. So what are the advantages that is offered by the urban centers? Banking, insurance and all. And thus an agglomeration economies tend to develop in that cities. Gradually a large industrial agglomeration will going to take place. Agglomeration means coming together of all the factors that is important in the development of any industries. So in the pre-independence period, most manufacturing units were located in places from the point of view of overseas trade. That's why the ports are being selected for the development of industry, like Mumbai port, Kolkata region, Chennai, where there is a port facility. Consequently, there emerge certain pockets of industrially developed urban centers surrounded by huge agricultural, urban or rural hinterland is there. So, this is the factors which help in the generation of industries. So the key to the decision of the factory location is the least cost that we have read. Government policies on specialized labor also influence the location of industry. Now we'll read about the classification of industry. So classification of industry can be done on various categories. The first is on the basis of the sources of raw material the industry is using. What is that? Suppose it is grouped into two, agro-base and mineral base. So the industry which is using the agricultural product as their raw material, they are grouped into agro-base industry. Example, cotton industry. It is using the raw cotton as the raw material. Sugar industry, rubber industry, then tea industry, like that. And the second is the mineral based industry which use the mineral as their raw material. Okay. So in this way, on the basis of the sources of raw material, the industry can be grouped into agro-based industry and mineral-based industry. Next, on the basis of the main role the industry is playing, it is grouped into basic or the key industry and the consumer industry. Basic industries are actually those industries which produces raw materials for other industry. For example, iron and steel industry. Consumer industries are those industries that produce goods directly which have to be consumed by the people, like sugar, toothpaste, paper, sewing machine, etc. So these are the various types of industries of consumer type. Next, on the basis of capital investment, it is grouped into small scale industry, large scale industry. Small scale industries are generally those industries which actually invest a little capital. Whereas large scale industries are using a huge amount of capital investment. Now, on the basis of the ownership, it is grouped into public sector, private sector, joint sector and cooperative sector. So on the basis of the ownership, the first one, that is the public sector, owned and operated by government agencies. So it is owned by the government. Example, Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited or Steel Authority of India Limited, like that. Then we have the private sector industries that is owned and operated by individual or a group of individual, say TISCO, Tata Iron and Steel Company, Bajaj Auto Limited, Dabur Industries. These are private sector industries. Joint sector industries which are jointly run by the state and individual or a group of individuals, such as Oil India Limited is jointly owned by public and private sector. Cooperative sector industries is the fourth category, that are owned and operated by the producer or supplier of raw materials, workers or both in a joint collaboration. Actually, they pool on their resources and share the profit and loss equally, proportionately. Such an example are the sugar industry in Maharashtra, the coir industry in Kerala. Now, industry classified on the basis of the bulk or weight. It is heavy industry and light industry. Example of heavy industry is iron and steel industry. Example of a light industry is the light goods that are produced like electrical goods industries. An example of light industries. So today we have read about the various classification of the industries. In the next class we will continue with the first classification of industry, that is the agro-based industry, with example such as cotton textile, jute textile industry, with example from the Indian scenario. Thanking you, class.